stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And this is going to be out of bounds. Flags come in. That is a brutal mistake to start the game. Opening kickoff, out of bounds, brings the ball to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Algier. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, faking the give. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. Finds room inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Right back to the fullback. And he'll get the 1st down there. A pickup of about 5 yards. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him.
And he's in. Touchdown Falcons. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good, and they're unable to add the point after. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to Atwell. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. The rookie from Texas orchestrating things well. It is a first down. They'll work the middle here with Algier. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, New Orleans. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. The Saints move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. A run now with McLaughlin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. Second and 10. Here's Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll try to run with their fullback. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's second and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Back at the 3-yard line. Third and goal. Throwing is Penix. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Whose kick is good. And the Falcons move out front. It's 9-7.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they're going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Algier.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go right back to Algier. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Now this time they'll look to throw. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Falcons with the early lead. More from New Orleans after this. He'll drop to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it.
He works free, right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and He was able to do the rest.
On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Algier. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 36 yards. Back to the air one more time. This one complete to Atwell.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Algier. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why.
To the goal line and in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown Saints. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken around the 11. Strong. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And now it's 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A give up the middle to Algier. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line.
1 yard gain brings us 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. They'll look to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. And he'll be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get...
And he's in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. All on the ground, McLaughlin. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Falcons 16.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll stay on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. You're going to go play action with Penix. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Penix. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He is in. Jaleel McLaughlin. Touchdown, Falcons.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. On the give, this is Algier. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Saints. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll take it at the 12. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On play action, Penix. Now, deep ball for London. That is hard. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. A run here. It's McLaughlin. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Kool-Aid McKinstry up to make the tackle. Third and long. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 30, Saints 27.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Back to throw here to begin the drop. They'll look to set up the screen here. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
And he'll be brought down at the 45. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down, 3 to go. That one into the hands of Atwell. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Algier. And he will power his way into the end zone. Tyler Algier. Touchdown, New Orleans. A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Saints have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Play action. It's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. We'll go play action now with Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll give this to Algier running right. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 23-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Algier. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. On second down, here's a run with Algier. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Tyler Algier, touchdown Saints. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point, up and good. The Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They'll try to run with their fullback. The ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
A run now with McLaughlin. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Here's second and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Fourth down, and here's Penix. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Following the penalty, he'll run it. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Got a man left side, it's caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head?
And he will score! Game on! Jaleel McLaughlin, touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back?
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run on 1st down with Algier. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hope.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball is out. It's scooped up by the Falcons. Big play from the defense as they get the ball out, and they do something with it, too. A long return to set up terrific field position.
Every defender's dream, Mike, is to scoop and score. Well, in this case, he was able to do the scoop. He wasn't quite able to get the score, but nonetheless, that is a big return and a game-changing play by this defense.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 3rd down, Penix. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll try to throw it. with Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
On first down, they'll start out with Algier. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much there, maybe a yard. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Back to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Algier. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed him the most.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.